Yo, you're watching Shurkou, and today, believe it or not, we are back with some Arena of Valor Esports. Finally, right? Lots of you guys have been requesting this for a long time now because, of course, the World Cup, the AWC, is ongoing right now. In fact, I think tomorrow will be the grand finale of it. Let me know if you guys want to see me review that on this channel as well. Just post it in the comments below. And yeah, back to this one though, we will be checking out an absolutely crazy game, guys. And keep in mind, I didn't watch any AOV Esports for like 7 months. So I'm going in completely blind. I have no clue what the current meta is. As you can see, the screen that is looking at you right now seems pretty confusing probably for a lot of people who actually don't know what Arena of Valor Esports is about. Maybe some of you are from the Wild Rift crew, you know, you checked out some of my AOV streams, you're interested in it, but you didn't actually check out any AOV Esports because this esport is pretty special. It has a global pick ban system, okay? And this is exactly what you're seeing on your screen right now. What does that mean? Basically, whenever a team picks a hero, they're not allowed to pick it for the remainder of the best of series. So this is a best of 7, for example. SGP going up against BRU. I believe this is the quarterfinal. And some of the folks over on Discord, actually Simon, told me to check this one out in particular because it is very exciting. So we'll be checking out Game 5 of this series in this video to, you know, get a little primed for the grand finale. And yeah, as you can see, the hero picks, if you guys remember my videos from back in the days, I mean, these are some crazy heroes, like Scud being in meta again, Ibnev still going strong, it seems. Malok is always super strong. Mina in meta now after her rework. We have, of course, Iggy. The new heroes, Iggy and Aoi, both seem to be in the meta, which is really, really exciting. We have Errol Jungle being picked. We have Roxy back in the meta. Tara in the meta. This seems to be insane. And again, keep in mind, guys, in this draft, they won't be allowed to pick these heroes that they already picked. So we are starting off the draft, man. I'm super excited. I don't know, yeah, I don't know what's gonna go down. Apparently this game was just extremely clutch, so I will try my best to give you the insights, but again, I have no clue. I have no clue about the meta at this point, because again, I haven't watched AOV Esports in 7 months, but as you can see, Hayate banned, Iggy banned out. I'm really excited that Iggy seems to be really strong. I hope we will see him tomorrow in the finals. Would be really fun. Aoi banned as well. So she's cracked out as well. Okay, Lubu banned as well. We've seen a Lubu jungle being picked by, I believe, SGP in one of the previous games. Oh, no, BRU, of course, because if the SGP picked it, BRU wouldn't be banning it. Now we have an Elsu first pick immediately. Let me just check if my cam and everything is fine. It is. Beautiful. We have an Elsu pick immediately. Now, of course, if you remember, Elsu is a marksman, but he can go mid. He can go into the marksman position. So we still don't know where he will go. We have an Irie pick. That is also sick because she received a huge rework as well. I already uploaded a video of her new kit, man. She just has a billion mobility now. It's crazy. We also have the D-Rock, man. Guys, if you remember the good old days where I was reviewing these games, man, and every team would just keep picking D-Rock. He was completely broken. I was so mad at this hero. But we also have an Errol, most likely in the jungle, and Lorian in the mid lane for SGP. That's going to be really fun. SGP. Lack is the mid laner, I believe, if I remember correctly. And he was always really good, right? I think he was extremely good, but their best player has always been their jungler, Bang. Seems like these teams really didn't change much. I don't think BRU changed at all, right? That is pretty interesting too. We have Omen being hovered right now, being picked up, and now we're going into the second ban phase, and immediately a Florentino ban. Now keep in mind, the left-hand side, SGP doesn't have a Slayer laner yet, so they are probably going to see 2 bans here coming out for the Slayer lane position by BRU. This is the standard play. You pick one, you ban the 2 counters, and the enemies are in a precarious situation. We have an Errol ban because of course BRU doesn't have a marksman yet. Meanwhile, SGP has Elsu picked up. There's the Roxy ban, which is also considered Omen counter, at least back in the days, you know, but I don't think that matchup really changed. And we have a Kira ban, so the jungle position being targeted as well. BRU, let's see what they pick up here. I'm gonna skip ahead a little bit, because I can't really predict, you know, I can't really think what they will pick, man, because guys, I have no clue anymore. We have a Kefani, even if you have clues, you know, it's really difficult to predict these picks because of the global pick ban system. You never know. This is a best of 7, by the way, I believe, so it's not a best of 5. This is not going to be the last game of this series. And basically, sometimes, you know, maybe game 5, you intentionally pick bad heroes, so you have some more of the good picks left for game 6, you know? So that is always something to keep in mind. I would love to see Dextra. I have not seen Dextra that much in esports. But if we see Dextra, we might see Errol Baron lane. So that would be really interesting. Let's see. And if we actually see Gilder. I believe Gilder is a decent support now. At least I see him a lot in my solo queue games as well. By the way, the arena looking super cool with the CGI, man. Look at Lurion. What kind of boss is that? Look at him. And then they have the double throne homies, man. Jesus Christ, not bad. And then we have the Coomer bait. It is what it is. Ibnef seems like a good pick. It is. It always pairs up well with the Kefani AoE ult, with the huge AoEs coming in by D-Rock as well. Okay, we're jumping into the game. This should be very, very exciting. No, it is a Slayer lane Dextra. By the way, am I on maximum graphics? It looks a little bit washed out. No, I am. I'm chilling. I guess it will zoom in soon and it will start looking better. But yeah, the Dextra has, what's it called? Disrupt. Now that is very interesting. That is a summoner or a spell that was reworked actually. And now it can not only disable enemy towers, but it can also buff up your own tower, which is sick, I believe at least, okay? I'm not 100% sure, so yeah, don't flame me if I'm not. We also have the little enchant, which is, ooh, we have Holy Thunder on a lot of picks here on the side of SGP. Did this get buffed again? Please let me know if it did. Oh my god, we have a huge fight coming in and she's just dead. The gank coming out by Nunu on his D-Rock pushes her into a bad situation and they are able to pick up the first blood. Well played by BRU. They're already looking at a pretty decent lead right now. Omen is going to be able to safely clear out that wave, but we have instantly a fight going in the bot lane as well. Lorian forced to flicker away. Now again, back to this Holy Thunder discussion. Did it get buffed? Because usually, remember, since they removed the attack damage ratio on that rune, on that enchant, we never saw it anymore on the likes of Joker, on the likes of Elsu. Sometimes we've seen it, but not too often. Obviously, for a poke marksman like Elsu, you would like to have that, right? But it really, like, I don't know, it just didn't make sense anymore. After the attack damage ratio was removed, they really shoehorned it into an only ability or into a mage pick. But we still see it coming through on the Elsu here, along with Lorian as well. But meanwhile, we have the Spirit Sentinel being traded for a dragon, so definitely BRU pretty happy with that one. They already got a first blood. They will secure this dragon here. Yes, it does get secured by D-Rock. No punish was there. That's why probably SGP didn't expect BRU to just sneak that dragon real quick, because of course F1 on his Irie wasn't there with the punish to secure it. So yeah, a little bit of a ballsy play, but D-Rock is able to get it in the end. Definitely was a big risk of getting stolen by that Gilder there, even though he is a support. Let's see what he's building. He has a support item and boots so far. Of course, supports don't have that much gold. We'll see if he goes AP or if he goes full tank. Ooh, beautiful engage by the Ibnef. That is surely gonna be a kill. Very well done by the support player of BRU here. Easy kill secured onto that Lorian. Now Lorian getting caught a little bit too much. I was simping Laklak, right? I was telling you how he's really one of the better players of SGP. Usually that is true. However, yeah, didn't happen this time. He already had to flicker in that early game dive onto the bot lane tower, and now without flicker up, easy engage by Ibnev. Well timed, because as you can see, he just got flicker back up. So right after he died, basically, he got it back up. So Ibnev really timing that well, instantly engaging before the flicker is available again. We have a flicker being forced as well onto the Gilder. Really big, really big. BRU is doing extremely well. They're looking at a 500 gold lead, which is not anything too significant. But because of the 2 kills, because of the just pressure advantage they have the control over the dragon area. It is spawning in 15 seconds. They have the control over the river in general. So it's really hard for SGP to gain ground in this game right now. Keep in mind, they have a ridiculously strong late game with Gilder, with Lorien. But keep in mind, the enemies also have Tiffany. They have that, you know, the D-Rock. D-Rock always extremely strong. They have Omen. Now, I have no clue how the matchup behaves between Omen and Dextra in the late game. Who wins that? I would say Omen wins, right? But again, I didn't play Dextra much. Now, SGP actually are able to gain back ground. Seems like BRU got poked out while I was talking about the Baron lane matchup, and they are just able to take over the dragon. They're able to equalize the dragon score. They're only 300 gold behind now. Seems like you just saw on the screen, Omen is completely smurfing on this Dextra in the early game, which really makes me worried for the late game even more. I really don't think... also, keep in mind, guys, BRU Overfly, he is one of the premier Omen players. Like, whenever he can get Omen, he will pick it. So this is one of their Joker picks, at least that's what it used to be, where he would always win. So yeah, I'm definitely worried for SGP in terms of Slayer lane matchup late game, because you will always have that Omen winning the split push matchup, which is going to be really difficult to deal with. Now we have Lorien going deep to clear the minion wave, beautifully uses his Arctic Orb, rune there, enchant, and is able, ooh, nice little flicker there by the Gilder to get away from that D-Rock ult. I don't think it would have killed him, but still, very safe play. He is full AP so far. He has that AP support item. So yeah, look how much, he deals a decent amount of damage, man. I'm telling you, Gilder is a Chad. Gilder is such a nice champ. Ooh, nice, man. Elsu flickers in, gets the kill. Even if a little bit too deep, might die as well here. Snipe incoming, never mind, not even needed. Bang, diving in from behind, gets 1 kill. The Ibnev has too much lifesteal though with that ultimate. He's able to get away, keeps healing, keeps running away, but Bang does not end up dying on his arrow either here. He is able to get away as well. So they're pretty happy with that. They get a kill onto their jungler, onto their main carry player. Now, I'm not sure if the meta changed, because both of these jungle champions, heroes, excuse me, Errol and Irie, I don't think they're that good at carrying the late game, right? Like back when it used to be a marksman meta, in the jungle you would always see Bang hard carrying on his Alandor. Now it seems like, well, at least this game, we have 2 melee heroes picked in the jungle. I think this Dextra will die. Her ult is going to expire very soon. She gets pulled in. Ooh, she does not die. She's pretty lucky there. The last auto attack not killing her. Very well done. Oh, but the D-Rock laser just decides to finish her off. Good prediction by Nunu there. I would have probably moved into a little bit of a weirder spot if I was the Dextra playing against D-Rock. That is always a huge risk. But yeah, get sniped. Very well done. And with that, they will also secure this Slayer lane tower. Very simple for BRU. They're definitely in a pretty okay position still. It is a very even game. No team is ahead, but keep in mind, BRU scales probably better into the late game, especially with Kefani. But yeah, now also something interesting for the people who have been watching this channel for a long time. Again, who've been watching the AOV Esports videos in the past, you're probably realizing that, again, BRU's lineup is exactly the same, right? I'm pretty sure. Yeah, I'm pretty sure. Maybe the Kefany player is different. Maybe he was on a different team. But other than that, it's pretty much the same. But SGP's lineup is completely different. They pretty much only kept Laklak, the mid laner, and Bang, the jungler. Everyone else is completely new to my eyes. So they really made some big changes. We'll see if it's paying off. They're 2-2 so far against this Thailand Titan here. Against this absolutely beastly team from Thailand. Always, probably historically at this point, the best Thailand team. If you just tally up all the results that they got in international tournaments compared to all the other Thailand teams, they're always one of the best. You know, they're always top 3 in Thailand for the past couple seasons. So makes sense that they didn't change their lineup, right? But yeah, we have a little bit of a team fight breaking out. Well, nothing too much, man. Everyone disengaging again. Now even Irie is winning against Dextra. Bro, I don't know about this Dextra pick so far. She's going full AD as well with the Spear of Longinus into Omni Arms. That seems pretty crazy. We'll see. The only time I've seen Dextra is right when she came out. Bang actually played her in the jungle and he went full AD. Okay, no Spear instead of Rank Breaker. Fenrir's, Omni Arms, just full AD, and he didn't do anything all game, but then he hid in a really good bush, and the enemies walked into him, and he one-shot like 2 people. That's literally all he did, but it won them the game, so can't complain. But early game, mid game, he didn't do anything, literally nothing. And this is a hero that is so melee range, right? It is the most melee, like I would say even Omen is less melee, man. You know what I mean? Like, she runs fast, cool. She has the little jump, but it's really small. Omen has his ult, he can pull people, and Omen is like the melee hero, right? Ooh, the Kefany gets caught. Ooh, but she has the Arctic Orb, but she gets instantly cleavered by the arrow's second ability, man. Gets knocked up, gets finished. We have another kill going over to the side of SGP as well with that Ibnef dying, and that surely will be a Slayer taken by SGP. They have their Elsu alive. Lorien has good zoning potential, but Irie is going in. Elsu ultimate used. The Bang, this is going to be a punish fight. Who gets it though? I think she stole it. Yes, she killed him. She killed Bang, and she stole it with a punish. She gets another kill now as well. Huge gameplay by F1 on his Irie here. Now, keep in mind, guys, F1 has always been the carry player as well for BRU, but it was a really big carry jungle meta. So, you know, but it seems like both players still doing extremely well with not so carry heroes here. Also, we have SGP getting poked further with the Slayer buff. Of course, BRU is gonna be able to push this tower, the next tower as well. I think that's when they will stop pushing though. I don't think they can push into the tier 3 towers because the enemies just respawn. They should probably try to get the tier 1 and tier 2 tower at the bottom lane as well. They have a lane, they have a wave there, looking pretty healthy. If you look at the minimap, Irie is very simply able to keep people busy here while she's split pushing because she has so much mobility. She pops the ult, hits an S1 onto maybe 2 people, and she has like 5 dashes. Ridiculous. But big mistake coming out by the support of BRU. The Ibnef ended up dying there. However, I don't think BRU cares too much because they're able to get the dragon in the end as well. They will be able to collect all their jungle farm. They'll be able to go back to base, heal up, and they should be able to defend the towers in a 4v5 setting pretty simply because they have the D-Rock wave clear and the Kefany wave clear. Now the D-Rock is a little bit low. The Elsu snipes are a big threat right now in this sieging scenario. I think Dextra will die here. Yep, she does end up dying after her ultimate fades away, which of course makes her invulnerable to dying, just like a Tryndamere ult if you're a Wild Rift Andy. But yeah, ooh, big miss there by the Ahri. But look how much mobility Irie has. You see that? She missed the ult and she still has like 1 billion dashes. following after it, man. It is absolutely crazy. But yeah, this is really enjoyable so far. Again, thank you, Simon, for recommending this. I don't know if you want to be called Simon or Simone. You know, maybe you're Sword Art Online Andy. Probably not, man. You're not a loser. But yeah. Anyway, let me check out those item builds. We have Crit coming out by the Caffeine. She has the Muramasa already, which is of course going to provide a lot of armor pierce against the air roll, against that Gilder a little bit with that Berifs. Still very interesting. This seems like a game where Rank Breaker would be better, right? Enemies are kind of squishy here, but it seems like everyone is Muramasa Andy now. Look at this, even Errol. I remember they nerfed Rank Breaker, that's why. Did they nerf it again? Because even after the nerf, people didn't really go that much for it. We still have the Rock Shield meta, which honestly I'm not that big of a fan of. The Rock Shield, man, on the tanks, you know, they pop it when they're low, and they just get half their health again, replenished as a shield. Makes the game a little bit too tanky, in my opinion. I'm more of a fan when there's a full assassin meta and you just one-shot everything. But yeah, we still have both of the junglers going for very aggressive builds, right? They're still very aggressive, man. Both almost full AD, Irie full AD, of course, but the Errol has almost full AD, just has the tank jungle item. We have another dragon going over to BRU right there, as you just saw. And I'm telling you, man, this game, like, look how scuffed this Dextra is, man. She just can't do much against this Omen. They're trying to, look how beautiful this is. She wouldn't expect the Omen to be in that bush, right? Like, why would she expect him to be in that bush, right? So they're trying to bait her, trying to make her fight the Irie a little bit, and then he will use his ult flicker combo onto her, chain her down, and we have an easy kill, which would open up that enraged Abyssal Dragon, which of course spawned at 15 minutes. So if BRU is able to secure this, they would be able to probably push down some tier 3 towers because of the bonus damage buff that it gives, if it still gives that. I hope it does. But yeah. Dextra really not looking too hot here. Yeah, she gets chained down by the Omen. The Caffeine ult gets popped instantly. Lorien ult to respawn, but only hitting Omen. I think they're doing pretty well now. But SGP trying to engage with the Errol ult. Lots of ultimates already wasted by SGP. The big ones, the Errol ult and the Dextra ult and the Lorien ult is of course the biggest one. So of course you can see BRU feeling very confident, starting off the dragon, but a huge Elsu snipe hits the Caffeine, the Ibanef trying to keep them busy. Caffeine trying to get it, but Bang is there, he's just gonna punish it, bro. He's getting it. He just got it for free. The Irie was at the Baron, at the Slayer lane, but she got the tier 3 tower. So is it worth? Honestly, it could be worth. If they're able to defend, they only lost their Ibanef. They only lost their support. They got the tier 3 tower. Guys, in Arena of Valor, the hardest thing to do is push tier 3 towers. It's ridiculous. It is so ridiculously hard that you would see teams just stalling for like 4 minutes until the next Slayer spawns so they can try to push with it. So it's really, really easy to defend these tier 3 towers for the losing team, especially when the gold values are this close and they can just win a team fight under their tower, especially when they have ridiculous wave clear like Lorien has, like Elsu has to some extent, Gilder has, right? Full AP Gilder. Okay, this is ridiculous. So for both of these teams, since D-Rock also has ridiculous wave clear, Caffeine has ridiculous wave clear, Ibanef has ridiculous anti-sieging with his ult. For both of these teams, it's literally more important to push down tier 3 towers than anything else. Like, it's ridiculous. You would give up these major objectives for a tier 3 tower. So I think, unless SGP gets a tier 3 tower for themselves with these double major objectives, they have the Drake pushing down bot, they have the Abyssal Dragon buff, and they have the Slayer buff. With all of this stuff, if they're not able to get a tier 3 tower, which I think will still be really difficult for them, because they're playing against D-Rock, I think it's worth for BRU. Because then the map state resets, you know? Everyone is at full item build, so the gold values they get from it doesn't matter. And BRU has the tier 3 tower advantage. So that might have been some high IQ gameplay. We'll see if I'm wrong. But I really think, especially with the Dextra, they're not going to be able to push. Elsu as well. Elsu is not really... Like, Elsu can do this. He can sit in the back, shoot the snipes. But who's going to kill the tower? Yeah, the Drake. But the Drake is going to die after this tier 2 tower. It doesn't even get the tier 2 tower. Okay, it does get it with the dying breath, with the Fus Roda right there for any Skyrim fans, Skyrim enjoyers, you know, the Chads. But yeah, he gets it with the last dying dragon breath. But again, it's just a tier 2, man. They got 2 tier 2 towers. And the buffs are gone, man. Now they still have the Dark Blessing from the Enraged Abyssal Dragon on, I believe, probably the Errol. So he's gonna be able to revive once, twice with his Blade of Eternity. So yeah, but still, is that enough? No. We have crit Elsu. Nice. I love it. You buy crit on Elsu, even though he can't get crit chance, because it just gives you a lot of bonus stats, because his passive converts crit, I think 1% crit into 3 or 4 attack damage. It can't be 4, that would be broken, right? Would that be broken? You get 16% crit chance from the Red Arcana, which is mental, right? If it was 4, that would be ridiculous. That doesn't make sense. It might even be 2. It might be like 1.5. I don't know, man. But you buy the Clavis Sancti, okay? You can see it on him. He is going for magic resistance. He's going for probably Medallion of Troy. How much of a Chad am I for remembering all of these names, man? I'm just an absolute... My brain is a beast, man. I'm telling you. Anyway, back to the topic. We have the Enraged Abyssal Dragon being started by the Dextra. It is currently at almost half health. It is at half health. The Dextra gets caught. No ultimate used by Omen yet. She forces the enemies away, but now we have a huge teamfight breaking out. The Lurian ult misses everybody. The Enraged Abyssal Dragon goes over to SGP though. The Elsu is able to secure it with, I believe, an auto attack or a snipe. But look at the Irie. She's playing the macro. She's trying to push down the mid lane. Is not able to though. SGP response. No kills happening. Nothing at all. We have the Dark Blessing on the Elsu, which is so incredibly powerful. Not only do you have an Elsu doing 1 billion damage now, 4 and 0, really strong, but also you have him with a revival. So that's not going to be fun for a BRU. Now, I already mentioned this all the time while I was reviewing AOV Esports in the past. And I'm going to mention it here again. Do you think this is good that these games are so ridiculously long sometimes, right? Because if you play AOV in solo queue, you probably are looking at a 15-minute round. But here, these esports matches tend to go to 30 minutes. Because even back then, and still, apparently, it is a very late game meta. Caphany, D-Rock, Ibanez, you know, in my opinion, very late game centric. Omen as well, in my opinion, very late game centric. We have Gilder support, crazy, only pure late game. We have the Lorien in the mid lane. Like, you can see by this game that there's a lot of late game picks still really, really strong in the meta. And you have early game picks like Tulen, never picked at all anymore. And even for Tulen, they shifted him into more of a late game pick, you know? He's more of a late game banger now, you know? More of a late game carry now. Dextra is going deep, has her ultimate active. I was actually lying. It's not like Tryndamere ult, because it not only makes you not able to die, but it makes all the damage turn into healing. So as soon as she pops that, you don't want to attack her, because she will heal to full HP in like 2 auto attacks by a marksman, basically, since she is a full squishy. So yeah, that is of course a very cool ult. But yeah, I don't know what to think about this. All these games I review, 30 minutes bangers, man. Now, at some point, it tends to get old, doesn't it? I'm not complaining. This is fun to watch. But I feel like I would really like to see some early bangers. Like, let's say, I think the best meta for AOV would be if you have like a super close early game where both teams can easily win because everything deals a lot of damage early game, like Tulen just smurfing over everybody. And then after like 5 minutes, you see when a team gets an advantage, they're very easily able to close it out. Get that 10-minute finish, 12-minute finish, you know? That would be fun. I remember that's how it used to be when it first came out, man. I was playing Tulen, I was abusing him, he was really broken back then, but he was so much fun to play, man. I would just get a solo kill mid, I would snowball that advantage, I would go to the side lanes, I'll be 5-0 after 3 minutes into the game, and I know, personally, myself, solo queuing, I'm able to smurf so hard that I'm able to finish the game in 8 minutes, even if my team is completely degenerate. That's how it used to be, and in esports you would have 12 to 15 minute rounds then, because of course, esports is always going to be longer, people are better at defending, but yeah, I don't know, that was the most fun for me. It seems like they really shifted this away. I think, because as you can see, I can talk about this while this is going on, because both teams are waiting for the objectives to spawn. You know, there's nothing really notable to talk about. I could go over all the builds, but you know, again, I'm not complaining, but I think the reason why they did this is the reason why Honor of Kings also shifted this into that meta. I think they're not aiming for a mobile game here. They're aiming for a proper MOBA experience, and they're catering to mostly Asian players, because in Asia these games are the biggest, and in Asia basically most people just play on mobile phones instead of playing on a PC, because most people just don't own a PC, quite frankly, or they don't want to buy a gaming PC for like $3,000. You know, it's just not feasible for a lot of Asian countries. But most people own a very decent phone, because you need a phone for other stuff as well. So they're really pushing into that proper PC gaming experience, but on a mobile phone. Again, for me personally, not as much fun, you know, because I played a lot of PC League of Legends, and yeah, I kind of over it, you know. I like these quick little rounds, man. That's what I enjoyed in AoE. But anyway, back to the topic. Finally, the game is opening up a little bit again. We have actually a little bit of a trade going on. BRU was able to secure the dragon, but SGP with a quick maneuver is able to get the Slayer. Now again, you will probably see a big stalemate, because SGP is really good at pushing. They just casted the dragon back in their base. Meanwhile, BRU has the additional damage buff, has the revival on the Omen nonetheless. So that is an unkillable Omen, absolute raid boss in the next team fight, and basically SGP doesn't want to fight against that. BRU doesn't want to get split pushed on by the Dextra, so, and by the Errol as well. So they are just probably, they might look for a fight here. They're trying to catch out this Errol. They force his ult, which is really big. It's probably a 30-second cooldown at this point of the game. Maybe 40 seconds. It's one of the more hefty cooldowns in this game. So that's pretty good. We'll see if they will be able to force something with it. The Dextra gets caught by the Omen, but look how much damage she deals. Okay, so the late game matchup goes completely into Dextra's favor. She didn't even use ult, my guys. She did not use her ultimate. Now the Omen is completely caught. Jesus Christ, they found him. He was trying to backpart in the bush, but they checked the bush and he gets completely caught. And that might just be game. That is the mistake. A team has to commit for the other team to be able to do something. Again, that is what I was talking about. I would really like to read a discussion on this if you guys want to discuss this in the comments below, honestly. You know, that is not even just me asking for algorithmic comments to boost this video and make me earn more money, but also I'm actually interested in what you guys think, because I know I have a big Asian audience, especially for Arena of Valor. But yeah, we have the last team fight breaking out here, but not really the last, because it seems like SGP is being pushed out. Yeah, beautifully done by BRU. Never mind, the Kefani gets caught in the end, but no, she's able to revive with the Blade of Eternity and is able to return a lot of damage onto the enemies and is able to dash away to safety. extremely well played. But again, we're back to the stalemate situation. I'm telling you, man, this is not a clown fiesta. This is peak Arena of Valor Esports. These are two of the best teams in the world, and this is what it looks like, man. This is what peak AOV Esports looks like, man. Usually, you have even less skills. Like if Mad is playing, Mad, they play super defensive, man. Like they oftentimes end games with only macro, where they have like 5 kills in total in a game, but they end the game in 20 minutes with just perfect macro, you know? I don't know if Mad is still that good like they used to be, but yeah, that's what they were known for. Now we have BRU securing that Slayer because they just had simply a better position on it. Now I think SGP is still really happy with this because they deliberately gave up the Slayer position so they can get this Enraged Abyssal Dragon, because they really want to end, yeah, look at this, even D-Rock uses his ult to secure it as fast as possible, because what happens now is they have 2 base towers already pushed down. They give the Slayer to the enemies, but these empowered minions aren't going to be enough to defend this last tier 3 tower. As soon as you get all 3 tier 3 towers, you will have those triple super minions in the middle lane, and that's pretty much going to end the game no matter what. And now SGP has the Enraged Abyssal Dragon buff. They can really easily guarantee a teamfight victory with it. And look at this, man. I mean, the Dexter gets caught, but she pops her ult, goes back in, gets caught by the Omen ult right at the end. No, but she still has the ult running, but gets finished by the beautiful D-Rock laser, perfectly timed, right after her ult. And now the BRU's health bars are extremely low. Good catch by the D-Rock. Errol wants to go deep. The D-Rock, the Ulorian ult is back up, but misses completely. Really lackluster performance. That was a great joke. But yeah, he is able to escape. And now we have only one person dead, the Dextra. You see, this is what I'm talking about. This is peak Arena of Valor. Do you see how extremely well both these teams, all 10 players, are playing these team fights? Like, it's crazy, okay? When Lack is one of the worst players out of the 10, you know something is up, you know? Like, he's not bad by any means. He's just having kind of a bad round here. Ooh, Errol trying to suicide for the tower. Is he going to be able to get it? He has the revival, he has the rock shield. He's not able to get it. 300 health left. This tower is not going to heal. One auto attack by anybody. I'm talking anybody. And Elsu has the passive where he runs fast next to walls and is invisible or camouflaged. You can see him, you can see like a glitter, like Heroes of the Storm, right? You guys never played Arena of Valor. Heroes of the Storm, invisibility of Zeratul and stuff like that, Nova. But yeah, he's going to be able to sneak through one auto attack. Even if he gets caught, even if he dies, he doesn't care. But now we have a 4v4 situation actually, because F1 is also dead. But BRU is trying to push down the minion waves because they know if they don't, this game is pretty much over. They are going to try their best to secure this Slayer. But Nunu is extremely low health on his D-Rock, had to teleport back. So they're not going to be able to instantly start the Slayer right there. Guys, I'm telling you, man, 30 minutes and it's not even over. What is that? You know? They really shifted the game into full late game. Again, nothing to blame there. I think the Asian crowd enjoys it more because, again, they have the but now look at this, man. The Dextra was able to backdoor the tier 3 tower, man. And again, these games make much more money in Asia. They're much bigger in Asia. You know, nobody plays these games in EU and NA. They're dead everywhere, you know, like all of these games. Like, I don't know, man. Even Wild Rift isn't doing too hot in EU and NA. Like, these games just don't perform too well. Mobile MOBAs, just not too popular in Europe and North America, so even Latin America, but they're much more popular there. But yeah, anyway, we have potentially the last team fight coming in. Wait, let me see this again. Let me analyze like what is going on here. We have a 5v5. BRU was able to secure the Slayer, right? They are pushing down. No, actually the enemies have the Slayer. what is going on? How are they in an advantageous position now? I guess it's just the D-Rock being too strong, the Cacophony, you know, the late game I was talking about. The Lorien ult does 0 damage onto the Cacophony. We have a team fight breaking out. BRU is able to kind of win the team fight. I mean, there's just so many revivals. I don't even know what's going on, man. Well, BRU is looking good. The Ibanef goes in deep, suicides, but is able to push the enemies away, and now we have the strength by Gilder coming in, man. This is what he's good at. Ooh, he's able to get the kill with the Berifs. He's able to snipe, and he's gonna snipe more. He's gonna kill everybody. Holy moly, that's the support, my guys. BRU is back in their base trying to defend. But it is a 2v4, man. That is gonna be game over. What is going on? This is so clutch. Again, thank you, Simon, for recommending this. This is definitely one of the bangers, I would say. Really exciting. And we have the game over. I guess BRU was on their last breath, on their dying breath, trying to push down the towers because they lost the last tier 3 tower, and they knew with that they would just take a fat L if they don't try to push before the triple minions spawn. Because as you saw right here at the end, man, look at these triple minions, bro. Like, look at it. Look at them come in, man. Look at this. Look at this, man. What is this, man? Look at this. Look at this, man. They have like 18 billion health. Like, even a marksman takes like 20 seconds to clear one out by himself. So I'm telling you, man, 10 seconds, let's say 10 seconds. But yeah, crazy, crazy. Let's see who gets the MVP. Does someone get the MVP? Guys, I don't know what to say. That was just mental. But again, it has a lot of downtime, you know, during those 10 minutes where we were rating. I guess no MVP. Most damage on Elsu by far. Sheesh. That's really impressive. Elsu out-damaging D-Rock late game. Not bad. D-Rock just throws his, yeah, easy MVP. 69% kill participation. Hold up, I've seen this guy. He renamed. I know this face. He renamed, right? Did he rename? Let me know in the comments below. He got 600 gold per minute. Not bad. 30% damage dealt. Very well played. Now I want to see, guys, if you want to actually check this out by your leisure, you can find it. You can see the title in the thing. I'm not going to post this in the comments below because I don't know. But if you guys want to check this out, man, you can find it pretty easily on the official, you know, AOV Lien Quan, you know, the official Vietnamese Arena of Valor Esports channel. But yeah, you can just type Lien Quan Esports and you will be able to find it. It's from the 5th of July or something. And I really just want to see who wins because this is the best of 7. So let me just check out that. Let me just go all the way to see if okay, it's a 3-3. It's a 3-3. That's crazy, bro. That's crazy, man. Okay, so SGP was able to win in the end. So the team that won was also able to win in the end as well. Not bad. Yeah, crazy, man. Let's see those picks. Of course, in the last game of the best of 7, the pick ban resets, so you can pick the heroes that you picked before already. But yeah, anyway, guys, I really hope you guys enjoyed this. Make sure to let me know in the comments below if you guys want to see the grand finale as well on this channel. I'll be down. I asked already for permission if I can do it live. We'll see if I can do it at live. Otherwise, we'll just do probably a big video. Although maybe if there's boring games, you know, we might not cover the full best of 7. But yeah, if there's like big stomps. But yeah, anyway, guys, level 2 rune on Wonder Woman. Bro, I'm telling you, they watch my YouTube channel. The level 2 Batman is notorious. It is Mr. Worldwide, you know? Pitbull, no. Level 2 Batman, okay? Anyway, guys, thank you for watching. Hope you enjoyed. Leave a like, subscribe, ring the notification bell, and I will see you guys next time. Peace.